point, that is addressing modes. Okay, so what is mean by? So what is meant by the addressing mode? Addressing mode is nothing but the way, it is the way to give input to the system or input data to the system. Whatever the data on which we are operating some of the operations, how we can give that data to the system is nothing but your addressing mode. Okay, like 8085 here in 8051 you are having 5 addressing modes. Okay, immediate, रजिस्टर, डायरेक्ट, इनडायरेक्ट, इनडायरेक्ट क्लास दुसरं नाव, रजिस्टर इनडायरेक्ट और इंडेक्स एड्रेसिंग. ओके, if we compare these addressing modes with 8085, all the first 4 addressing modes are similar, that is immediate, register, direct and indirect. Last one is quite different. Here is an index at the in the 8085 we are having implied. Okay, in the implied we need not to give the operand, whatever the value of accumulator is there, it is taken as a operand. Okay, so here there is some different addressing mode called as the indexed addressing mode, which is used to access the external memory. So that is the difference. If we compare these two, that is the main difference in the addressing mode. All the remaining 4 addressing modes are is similar as that of the 8085. Now just take a look. In the yesterday's lectures, we have already seen about the immediate addressing mode. Okay. See, in the immediate addressing mode, what happens? Whatever the data on which we want to perform the operation, in the technical word, it is called as a operand. So see here, in immediate addressing mode, the operand, that is data on which we want to perform operation, is specified in the instruction itself rather than taking from the register or the memory locations. So in this, we are not going to deal with the data from the register or the memory locations. Now see here, example of the immediate addressing mode, that is MOV A comma hash 30H. So to understand or to recognize the immediate addressing mode, here we need to use a special character called as a hash. So whenever there is a hash in the instruction, what we can come to know, it is a immediate addressing mode. So if I given you the two instructions like MOV A comma hash 30H or MOV A 30H. So see here, 30 is the value. That value may be deal with the two entities. Which are these? It may be the data or it may be the memory location. In our system, we are only dealing with data and the memory location. So there might be the confusion whether 30 will be taken as a data or 30 will be taken as a memory location. So to avoid this kind of confusion, in the immediate addressing mode, what we can define in this mode, we are directly giving the value or the data. So whenever hash comes, any user come to know or the system come to know that 30 is taken as a data. So if there is a no hash and we have written the same instruction like mov a comma 30, what it means? 30 is considered as a location. Okay, and the data stored at location 30, that data is moved or copied into the A register. Okay, so that is the main difference. So if we compare same addressing mode with the 8085, okay, so in that case we are having the separate instructions. Okay, if I write the same instruction in 8085, how I can write? MVI, okay, A comma 30H. So that is the instruction present in microprocessor. So in the microprocessor, for the immediate data you are having separate instructions termed as MVI. So what I told you at that time, whenever there is a I come, you come to know it is a immediate. But in the microcontroller, no such instruction called as a MVI. Whenever you want to move the data, you are having only one instruction, move, for the data also and for the memory location also. So don't get confused. So how we can differentiate between the data and the memory location? By the hash sign. So whenever there is a hash sign, we come to know that 30 is the immediate data. So directly we can take the value 30. So when there is a no hash sign, how we can recognize this? 30 is the memory location, and the data stored at this memory location we have to copy into the A register. Is it clear now? Hello? Hello, is it okay? Hello? Give me reply.
Yes, madam.
Okay. So next, see here, the next one is a register addressing. In the register addressing, we are giving the data into the register. Okay, and we have to mention the value of that register. Okay, in the instruction. So see here, in the register addressing mode, instruction मध्ये तुमचं काय येईल? रजिस्टरचं नाव. Okay, now see here, how many register we are having? We are having R0, R1, R2 up to R7 registers. Okay, so we can use any register out of these 8 registers, R0 to R7. If we want to perform multiplication and division, in that multiplication and division you are having additional register called as a B register. Okay, so first of all you have to store the data into the register, and just you have to mention the name of that register into the instruction. Now see here, now here MOV move A comma R5, what it means? Whatever the value of R5 is going to copy into the A register. See here, so how I can recognize this is a register? Because in this instruction we are not dealing with value, we are dealing with the name of register, that is R5. म्हणजे इथं तुम्हाला डेटा कोण देणार आहे? R5 देणार आहे. म्हणजे कोण देणार आहे? रजिस्टर देणार आहे. So that's why it is called as a register addressing mode. Okay, so in the register addressing mode, one of the 8 register, that is R0 to R7, is specified as a operand in the instruction. So whatever is your operand, operand म्हणजे काय? ज्या डेटावर आपल्याला काम करायचंय. जर मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं perform the addition of 3 and 5, so 3 and 5 is your operand. Okay, so you have to store that operand into the register first, and you have to just mention the name of that register. Is it okay now? Hello, is it okay? Okay, now see here, आता whatever the operands we are having or a register we are having, where these register are from the 4 banks, that is we are having 4 banks, bank 0, bank 1, bank 2, bank 3. Okay, so all the banks having the same name registers, म्हणजे काय? प्रत्येक 4 बँक मध्ये जे रजिस्टर्स आहेत त्यांचे नाव सेम आहेत, R0, R1, R2, R7. बँक 0 मध्ये पण हे 8 रजिस्टर्स आहेत. बँक 1 मधले रजिस्टर कुठले? R0, R1, R2, R7. बँक 2 मधले 8 रजिस्टर कुठले? R0, R1, R2 अप टू R7. अगेन बँक 3 मधले पण 8 रजिस्टर कुठले? R0, R1, R2, R7. मग आता मशीनला कसं कळणार की R0 आता तुम्ही लिहिलं मूव A, R5, हाऊ मशीन कम टू नो that R5 is from either bank 0 or either bank 1 or either bank 2 or bank 3? How machine come to know? For that, machine go towards the PSW register. Okay, it will check the bits of PSW. Which bits? Bit PSW 3 and PSW 4th bit. Now whatever the value of these 4 bits in the PSW is there, according to that, whatever the bank is there, it will consider that bank. Okay, so see here, so whenever you have written MOV A, R5, okay, that R5 is from which bank? How system come to know? It will go towards the PSW register. Okay, see here, in the PSW register there are 2 bits, register selection 0, register selection 1. So according to the status of these 2 bits, it will select the particular bank. Okay, जर त्या दोन्ही बँकची व्हॅल्यू 1 1 असेल तर हाऊ सिस्टम कम टू नो? Whatever the R5 I am using, it is from the bank 3. If that these 2 bits are 1 0, okay, so system come to know that whatever the R5 register is there, it is from the bank 2. Okay, if there is nothing in the mention in the instruction, so in that case, whatever the R5 it is there, it is by default considered from the bank 0. जर प्रोग्राम मध्ये लिहिताना तुम्ही बँक सिलेक्शन केलं नाही, ओके, सो इन दॅट केस इट विल टेक बाय डिफॉल्ट बँक एज अ बँक 0. म्हणजे जे काही रजिस्टर यूज केले जाणार आहेत ते कुठले असतील, बँक 0 मधले असतील. क्लिअर झालं का? हॅलो, इज इट ओके? हॅव यू गॉट? Okay. Next. Now it is the third addressing mode, that is the direct addressing mode. Now see here, in the direct addressing mode, we are mentioning the address where the data is stored. Okay. So see here, in direct addressing mode, the address of the data is specified as the operand in the instruction. म्हणजे instruction मध्ये आपल्याला काय मेन्शन करावं लागेल? ऍड्रेस. कुणाचा? जिथं आपण डेटा स्टोअर केलेला आहे तिथला. See here. Example बघा, move a, 47h. What it means? You have to consider 47 as a address first. 47 या ऍड्रेसला जो डेटा स्टोअर केलेला आहे तो डेटा मूव्ह करा. कुठं? ए मध्ये. समजतंय? सो सी here the data in the RAM location 47h is moved to the accumulator. Now for example, in yesterday's class we have seen what if 56 is the location and at this location we have stored the data 03. So we have to copy the 03 data into the R0 register, but by in the direct addressing mode, how we can write move R0 comma 56 means by seeing this instruction what you come to know. See, 56 is the location, okay, at this location what is the data? 03. So whatever this 03 value is copied into the R0 means after the execution of this instruction, what is the value of R0? It is 03. Hello. 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 Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So see here. So in this, 56 is considered as a location, and whatever the value stored at this location, that is value is, in our case it is 03. So that value is going to transfer into the R0 register. So see here, is it clear? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see here. This is the immediate addressing mode. Now I have tell you the same example and with perform with the register addressing mode. Okay. So इथं मी तुम्हाला काय सांगते की perform the same operation, that is that which is the operation that assigning the value of 05 to R4 by using the register addressing mode. Mata, what I come to know about the register addressing mode, I have to mention the register name in the instruction, not the data. So what I need to do, I have to first copy this 05 value into some of the register. For example, R2 register. So how I can now write move R4 comma R2. Is it okay? Means first I have to copy this value into the register, and then I have to write the name of register where that value is stored. So see here, by using this instruction, आता how the operation is going on, see here, whatever the value of R2, it is going to copied into the R4. Now means whenever I want to use the register addressing mode, I have to copy that value into first into the register. Okay, and in the second step I have to mention that name of the register. Is it okay? Is it okay? See, means 05 is assigned to the R2, and then in the second step whatever the value of R2 is going to transfer from the R4. So see here, by using the first instruction I am going to assign 05 to R2 register. Is it okay? Move 05 into R2 means after the execution of this instruction, what is the value of R2? It is 05. Okay, now in the second instruction, what I am going to tell, that is whatever the value of R2, copy that value into the R4. Means after execution of this instruction, what is the value of R4? It is 05. Is it okay? Hello? Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? Shraddha, Snehal, Neha, give me response. Pooja, Gayatri, Shubham, Vedant, Jairam, Arbaz.
समझला.
Okay, is it clear to all? कोणी असं आहे का की मॅडम हे नाही कळालं, परत एकदा सांगा, किंवा कोणती स्टेप नाही कळाली? Okay, so is it clear? Now see, now I will ask the same question. What? Assign the value 05 to R4 by using the direct addressing mode. Okay, so okay, see, I will repeat once again. Some of the students told me to repeat. Now see here. In the register addressing mode, what I have to mention? In the register addressing mode, you have to mention the name of register where your data is stored. Now see here, for example, I want to assign value 05 to R2 register, R4 register. Okay, so if it is immediate, I directly mention the same value into the instruction. Okay, but in the register, I cannot mention the same value. First of all, I have to store that value into one of the register. That is, I have to store that value into, for example, R2 register, and in the register addressing mode I have to mention the name of that register where my data is stored. Now my data is 05, it is in the R2. So for the register addressing mode I have to write move R4 comma R2, means whatever the value stored at R2, it is going to copy into the R4. Okay, so after execution of this instruction, my R4 becomes 05 only. Okay, so but in the instruction I have to mention the value of name of register. That's why it is a register addressing mode. In this instruction I have to directly mention the data, so it is called as immediate. I have immediately given the data. See here, in this instruction, system need not to go towards one of the memory location or one of the register to taking the data. In the instruction itself, system find the data, and that's why it is called as the immediate addressing mode. इथल्या या instructions मध्ये सिस्टीमला कुणाकडे डेटासाठी जावं लागेल का? नाही. आता ही बघा, सेकंड इन्स्ट्रक्शन बघा कोणती, सी R4, R2. याच्यामध्ये काय आहे, सिस्टीम नीड टू गो टुवर्ड्स R2 रजिस्टर अँड आस्क फॉर द डेटा. R2 कडे जावं लागेल आणि मग म्हणायला लागेल की तुझी व्हॅल्यू आम्हाला सांग. पण इथं त्याची गरज नाहीये का, डायरेक्टली इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स मध्येच व्हॅल्यू दिलेली आहे 05. ओके, सो सिस्टीमला ना मेमरी लोकेशन कडे जावं लागेल ना कोणत्या रजिस्टर कडे जावं लागेल की आम्हाला डेटा द्या म्हणून. ओके, सो दॅट्स वाय इट इज कॉल्ड इमिजिएट. लगेच त्याला मिळतो, कुणाकडेही जायची गरज नाही. But in case of the register, system has to go towards the register value or towards the register location. At that register location, your data is stored. Okay, so in this way, you will get the data from the register, and that's why it is called as a register addressing. Okay, now see the third example, that is, for example, direct addressing. How we can say about the direct addressing? In the direct addressing, the address of the data is specified in the instruction. Now see here, if this is our example, okay, if this is our example, then what is the address of our data? Our data is 05. What is its address? 30H. So if I told you that assign 05 value to R4 register by using direct addressing, then what is your instruction? Okay, hope so you have cleared all the things. So just remember one thing, whenever there is a immediate addressing mode, you have to directly mention the value. Whenever there is a register addressing mode, you have to first store the value into the sum of the register, and in the next step you have to mention the name of that register where you have to store the value. Okay, so that is called as a register addressing mode. And whenever there is a question on direct addressing mode, you have to mention the memory location, okay, in the instruction where your data is going to stored. Okay, now next is a quite complicated addressing mode, that is called as a register indirect or simply indirect addressing mode. Okay, now see here, in the indirect addressing mode or register indirect addressing mode, the address of operand is specified as the content of register. Means what? See, you have to mention one register value. Register indirect म्हणजे काय बघा, इथे तुम्हाला रजिस्टर दिलेला असतो. ओके, सेम वे फॉर एक्झाम्पल MOV A, R1. Okay, but in front of that there is an % sign. So what, whenever there is an % sign, it is for the indirect addressing. Okay, आपण ऑलरेडी याच्या आधी एक इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स बघितलेली आहे, कोणती बघा, MOV now. Who will going to tell me the meaning of this instruction MOV A, R5? MOV A, R5 तुम्हाला काय माहिती याच्याबद्दल सांगा, काय वाटतंय याच्यामध्ये काय कसं ऑपरेशन होईल?
5 रजिस्टर मध्ये व्हॅल्यू ए मध्ये मूव करायची.
Very good. Whatever the value of R5, it is going to transfer into the A. Okay, so see here, if I make it as a R1, what it means? What it means? What it means move A, R1?
R1 मध्ये जी व्हॅल्यू आहे ते
Yes?
तेला मूव करायची.
Whatever the value of R1 is there, it is going to transfer into the A register. Okay, now see here, if R1 is 05, okay, so what happens if we have written move A, R1, that 05 value is copied into the A register. Okay, that is simple your register addressing mode. What it means in the indirect addressing mode? See here, same instruction, move a comma r1, but there is an ampersand sign. So whenever there is an ampersand sign, it is a indirect addressing mode. Means what? Indirect means म्हणजे काय बघा? Whatever the value of r1 is treated as a address. Means what? If r1 is 05, then r1 is treated